Wow, I've never done a video before, so this will be interesting. My name is Grace, and right now I feel like I'm talking to myself because I kind of am. I had bariatric surgery about 5 years ago. About 7 months after I had bariatric surgery, I started getting side effects I had no idea were related to it. Unrelenting fatigue. I was dizzy from the time I came out of surgery until about 2 months after my reversal. Seizures, uh, neuropathy. My feet are always cold, my hands are hot, carpal tunnel, despite getting surgery and physical therapy. Still carpal tunnel. And technically, I have mild carpal tunnel. Uh, I went through 12 doctors and got 10 "you're fine, go homes." My blood work was fine. Most of my blood work was fine. Scans and the CT scans and all that stuff. Everybody said everything was fine, with the exception of a couple of strictures, which I had to get opened, like 3 total. Everything was fine, but everything wasn't fine. I was dying. And what really kills me now is the amount of people out there that are having this surgery and have no idea of the possibilities. I mean, my surgeon, who is a well-known surgeon in my state, still refuses to acknowledge the relationship between the large list of ailments I acquired post bariatric surgery, joint problems, just memory problems, short and long term memory problems. I still have trouble finding words. I still have trouble comprehending. At one point, I didn't drive because I couldn't put all that stuff together that most of us do automatically. I couldn't. It was all overwhelming. My processing speed was tested in the 14th percentile, which, if you know me before, that's really, really low. I mean, before I had surgery, I was big, like I am now, but I worked. I was a Girl Scout leader. I was a mom of a toddler. We saved up and we went on cruises every 2 years. I kayaked, I snorkeled. I climbed up, not the face, but the back of Half Dome in Yosemite. I bungee jumped, I hang glide. I took my dogs for long rides in the Jeep, and we'd go jeeping and bird watching and hiking, mainly because my dogs were the only one to actually go jeeping with me because, well, they had no choice but to go. No other human would actually go with me. But, it was great, and I appreciate then, as well as now, my life before I had bariatric surgery. But bariatric surgery made me a fraction of what I am, and not in the good way to where you're thinner, because I lost 40 pounds, 40, in 3.5 years, and the only time I really lost weight was when I was vomiting consistently. Despite taking medicines, despite eating small meals, cutting small bites, chewing really well, I still puked. Just didn't matter. Um, and it took everything. I can't say everything that was me because I'm still here, but it took the gusto out of me. I haven't worked in almost 3 years, and I've worked consistently since I was 13, and I'm 4-year old now. And if you didn't understand that, that's okay, because that's how old I am. But it took a lot from me. I knew of a lady recently who died, and while I'm not in that place now, I understand the pain she went through. I mean, having learned scholars and doctors telling you, no, everything's fine, over and over again, and not knowing what's the matter. But you're not alone. There are support groups out there. I'm out here, and while you sometimes, more often than not, unfortunately, you get bashed because they'd rather hear about how awesome life is, whether it's 6 months or 6 years or 16 years after the surgery. A lot of people don't want to hear, you know, what you have to say, and even my surgeon till this very day refuses to acknowledge any of the things, the seizures, the hypoglycemia, I mean, any of the things related to the surgery. I got my surgery reversed 3.5 years after I had it done, and I apologize if I've said this before. I can't remember. Memory. It halted the progression of everything. So my joint pain didn't get any worse, but it's not great. Hypoglycemia, for the most part, is pretty gone. That's the one that really scared me because I'd forget to eat, and then I could literally feel my body shutting down. And it, it would just be like I missed a meal kind of thing. I mean, or haven't eaten in 3 hours. I don't have seizures anymore. I haven't been dizzy. I woke up from my bariatric surgery dizzy, and I was dizzy from the time I woke up until 2 months after I had my reversal. Every day. I was in my girlfriend's wedding, and I was the only bridesmaid that needed a chair because I needed something if I couldn't stand up and the world was spinning, or just to lean against. And it was a garden wedding, so it didn't flow, but my girlfriend was great about it. I'm blessed in the fact that I have a wonderful husband and 2 amazing children and many supportive friends, both online and in person. And I mean, you're not alone. Don't take no for an answer. Keep looking. Do whatever you can. Like I said, there are support groups out there. There's scientific data out there that proves that yes, this is related. So despite the fact that your doctor may be telling you continually, no, 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 it has nothing to do with it, it's related. It's all related. But that's really it. I mean, I don't know. Happy that I got the reversal. Wish I would have never gotten the surgery. And for many people, it's great. It's wonderful. Life-changing, energetic, feel younger. For me, it aged me. It aged my family. Like I said, I have an amazing family, and that's a big part of why I'm still here. But I understand the sadness, the overwhelmingly feeling of helplessness, because no one will listen to you, and you don't know what's the matter, and you're too tired to try to find out. Or when you do find out, you forget about it. At one point, we had a black car, a SUV, and I guess we had it for 8-10 months. I have no recollection of it whatsoever. Zero. The car, I drove it. It was mine. Meh. So, but, I lost my car. I'm losing my home because I can't work, and I'm grateful because I know it could be worse. I know it's been worse, but it doesn't make what's happening any easier. And like I said, you're not alone. Contact me. Find those support groups. They're out there. Few and far between, but they're out there. And if you just want to whine, or if you just need to talk, whatever, they're out there. I'm out here. And I guess that's about it. Alright, well, this is my first time doing this, so hopefully it wasn't too long, and hopefully I didn't speak too fast that you didn't understand me. Okay, this is Grace saying bye-bye.